We can still do this. After a coughing fit, the warrior wipes the blood from her lips. Her hand moves slightly without the artificial stiffness you've observed in the behavior of the other enemies here. But her hand has been mutilated in the same way as everyone else's. Head has been mutilated the same way as everyone else's. The upper skull has been removed, and the thin barbs of the crown she's wearing go right into her exposed brain. Who are you? Kara, chieftain of the Blackwater clan. She regards you with proud defiance. There's no trace of the cold indifference in her eyes that you've seen in the other guards, and you, outsider, have assaulted my home and threatened our great mission. You haven't lost your mind like the other occupants of this place. You don't resist the circlet, it won't smother your mind. It's tough to feel someone else's will entering your consciousness. Though to give up the freedom to control your body, like a cold hand sinking into your head, sifting through your thought with its slimy fingers. For a moment, her defiant expression fades, and you catch a glimpse of her disgust and fear. But I readily accept this fate. I will gladly endure any torment as long as it brings us closer to victory. What is your mission? Her voice rings with zealous fervor. To defeat the demons. We're gathering an army so we can march on Iz and exterminate the abyssal spawn. Poor souls like you who wander into our camp become invincible soldiers. Only they are capable of prevailing in this war. No mere mortals, not even the gods themselves, can stop the Worldwound, and that means we are mortal kind's last chance. We possess great magical weapons, our bodies no longer know pain, and our hearts know no fear. Our minds are bound by the Master's will and discipline. Cast your blade down at his feet, let him touch you, and you'll join us. True savior of Galarian. Why did you attack me? 100 Face identified you as a threat to the mission. We are executing his command. Your life is unimportant as are ours. All that matters is the succeeding of the mission. Tell me about 100 Face. There is grief in her eyes, but an unwavering devotion to her words. The last hope of Sakoris, the great thinker and strategist. When the demons came when our clan was at its death throes, nobody answered our call. The other clans chose to save themselves. Our neighbors turned their backs on us, and the gods, even our gods, did not answer because they were afraid. They hid like cowards. And then 100 Face came, a stranger from Numeria who did not know us and owed us nothing, but unlike the others, he was willing to help. He was looking for allies, desperate people who would agree to anything, people like us. The Blackwater clan rejected the taboos of our ancestors, cursed the traitor gods, and accepted the mage helps. And now, with his aid, we will defeat any foe and save Sakoris. What are you and 100 Face doing here? We've been building an army. Ordinary mortals can't hope to fend off the demons. Our bodies are fragile and our hearts are fickle, ready to betray us at the crucial moment. Nothing in this world could give us the power we needed but Numerian machines. The voice drops to a whisper, are not of this world. They're capable of so much more than our pathetic blades and meager magic. My tribesmen became the first volunteers in the ranks of 100 Faces' army, but not the last. Soon we will purge all our Sakoris of the taint, free our brethren from the demon's yoke, and prove that our sacrifice has not been in vain. 100 Faces destroyed your clan, turned them onto monsters. We gave ourselves up willingly, we had to. And I was the first to let myself be crowned with a circlet. Yes, it was excruciating and horrifying. When the blades dig into the bone and the probes sink into the brain. That is when one begins to know true terror. Some surrendered to their fear at the last moment. They tried to resist, they begged for mercy. Her gaze turns gloomy, but we would not allow them to bring shame upon us. I personally placed circuits upon the heads of the doubtful. A heavy, bloody burden that can only be carried by the clan's chieftain. They all chose to exist as mechanical puppets. Tara blares her teeth in fury. You would judge us? Have you seen the demons butcher entire villages, mothers being lashed with whips and forced to run lengths of a palisade, their bleeding children impaled atop it? Have you seen demons cut off warriors' manhood just to mock him, or slice the breast off a brave woman? Have you ever watched a giant monster slowly devour a human being, leisurely chewing on them while they're still alive? I have, and I must put an end to this. The end justifies any means. Scowling and defiant, she not even yelling at you, but past you, her eyes distant. We can do this. We won't give up, whatever the cost. We'll pay. Not only did you betray your faith, but your clan as well. Shame on you. Betray them. All the torment I've endured, all the sacrifices my clan has made, they have all been in the name of loyalty. You simply do not know the meaning of true despair and unwavering devotion. But 100 Face will guide you. The chorus fell long ago. You're all slave to a cunning mage, killing the name of a dead nation. Horus has fallen. But how? That's impossible. 100 Face would have told us. There must be survivors. There must be some resistance. It couldn't have happened. Everything we've done, no, it can't have been for nothing. I refuse to believe you. A heart-rending scream is filled with pain, hatred, and grief. The chorus lives, and so do we. The preparations are almost complete, and soon we will drive the accursed demons back into the abyss. Our poor brethren, suffering under the oppression of the Worldwound, are waiting for us to come to their rescue, and we will come. We will. Everything is clear to me now. Time to set you free. How could anything be clear to you? You've only heard our story, not lived it. You don't know our anguish, the pain of our sacrifices. Who do you see before you? A monster, a traitor, a naive? But Hundred Face will soon reveal the truth to you, and then you'll understand me. It's time to set you free. My death means nothing. Our mission will still succeed. She accepts your blow stoically, without a hint of fear in her eyes. Wow, I could have been gentle. I didn't have to knock her, like... I didn't have to, like, knock 2 tons of fucking shit into her.
Don't even try.
We failed to discern the use of it.
See?
This is like an insatiable but undiscriminately bibliophile, one that greedily absorbs whatever knowledge it can store in its memory banks.
I will guide us.
Not gonna lie, that fight fucking sucks.
Godspeed.
I must have missed tank in here then.
Let us press on.
No? Didn't miss anything. There's a door there. Let's go check this one. Ah. Uh-huh. Unidentified greatsword. A Numerian greatsword. There it is. No, that's not it. What the fuck is it? There it is. A +3 greatsword. Nowhere near as much damage as my actual weapon, so no thank you.
I finished here.
Your knowledge allows you to recognize the contours of a new deadly weapon and the deranged diagram, one based on Numerian technology. The half-center magic device looks incomprehensible as it is obscurely unveiled. Like we're slowly piecing together shit that we can do.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
This way next. Welcome, Chief Kara.
We are the light.
Oh, piss off! I don't want to keep fighting these. It's not fun.
You won't survive me. Strike as one.
And of course, there's fucking 3 of them.
Work of this. Endure this.
Make your peace.
As soon as they go into combat, it's 20.
Attack.
The light. Take you.
Out of my sight. Make every strike count.
I don't, oh, for some reason he's staggered. Yeah, the problem is this really doesn't matter unless we have some fucking like some shit able to kill them.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I will resist.
Do not hold back.
No glory without risk.
I will see to your demise.
We're definitely gonna have to rest again though.
Prepare yourself. The spirits demand your blood.
Strike as one.
Oh, for fuck's I didn't mean to do that. Fucking heal on her.
Endure this.
Desna, guide my hand.
Attack.
Come on, we can do this.
Take you.
The sooner we take these guys out, the sooner I can try and leave this place.
And race.
Make every strike count.
Must admit, I'm not a big fan of an area that makes me stay there.
We shall overcome.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay, that one just straight up dead. Good.
I'll make short work of this. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Make your peace.
Yeah, Sense Vials hasn't even helped.
Into the fray.
Out of my sight.
Hit you with a 92 and that's still not anywhere near like that much damage.
I will resist.
And this guy's hitting like extremely, really, like extremely fucking good as well.
Do not hold back.
The light take you.
Endure this.
Thank God we don't have to pay for ammo, because if we did, we'd be losing a lot of ammo on this. Oh, that's it. She can't use it anymore.
No glory without risk.
I will see to your demise. Make every strike count.
Desna, guide
we
my
fucked it.
hand. You are today's sacrifice.
Attack.
Oh no, we haven't. Good. Alright, I'm just gonna... Wait, can we leave this area yet? No. The door's still fucking back. I hate that. I actually fucking hate that it won't let me leave. That's actually really stupid.
Waiting's never fun.
Resting won't make my life any easier. Shit.
Oh, quiet now. But how will they know I've arrived?
I will guide us.
Okay, so there's salamanders that way.
Godspeed.
The capture before you looks truly sinister, like the entrails of some sort of sea creature. A glistening tangle of ebony tubes connected to a capacious vessel. The binding, splattered with blackened blood, must serve to hold helpless victims. You notice a piece of scalp stuck between the teeth of a serrated jaw. The tiny, impossibly sharp drill is sickening to look at. It looks like the machine is sleeping, but ready to move at any moment to awaken the recompense torturing and dissecting living flesh. Down the mechanism. It appears this machine is will perform the heinous and disfiguring procedures on the guards that have turned into puppets. A separate compartment on the machine holds an ordinary stack of nefarious circlets, their spikes gleaming. Examine the circlets. Numerous crystal plates, all no thicker than a hair, cover the inside of each circlet's rim. These plates overlap in an intricate pattern and are connected to the web of greyish metals fibers. Small spheres, whole of a cloudy stone that resemble a smoky quartz, rest against the temples. It's possible that these are the mysterious master used to deliver commands to his new slaves. Try to get a sense of how the circlets work. Carefully touching the crystal plates, you analyze the circlet's reactions. Some touches make the circlet vibrate quietly, while others cause tiny storms of lightning to run along the spikes. Even though this contraption was created by adepts of magic that you're completely unfamiliar with, you're nevertheless certain that it's magical. Basing your assumptions on your knowledge of primary arcane principles, you're able to guess at the access key to some of the simplest, least sophisticated functions and activate the circlet. It seems that this item was crafted through the use of psionic magic. The crown can heighten one's sensitivity to such influences, but it could instead be made to protect the wearer from psionics or break the mechanism. This machine is surprisingly fragile. You knock the sawtooth blade out of its socket, it falls and mangles the black tubes. The puncturing vessel sweeps here's a fetid yellowish liquid.
Trivial.
This machine is used for healing and provides a healer with information about the patient's current
Together
condition.
we stand.
A large patch of rust under the metal grate. Oh, okay, yeah, it's because I use Sealer, who's not a perception person. Corpse under the sheet has one of the defenders displaced. The mechanical parts have been roughly ripped out and discarded. Okay. Let me guess. The arcane emitter is weirdly enough where all those creatures that I currently can't kill are.
You can trust me.
Okay, we now have one Call of Storms back.
I hope you appreciate
Your turn and come drawing a plate replete with stomach-turning details on how to crown a victim with a sinister barbed circlet.
helpful.
Corpse mutilated head shows that an attempt was made to place a circle on the victim's head, but they did not survive the agonizing operation. Guess it's time I go try to kill those salamanders. If I want out of here, that's what I have to do.
Always be ready for the worst.
You've crossed the wrong
Let's
line.
have some fun.
won't survive me.
Do what we can to get rid of these creatures as quick as possible.
Make your peace. Go for their hearts!
Precision and grace.
Endure this.
Very confused why I didn't get a turn, but alright.
Into the fray! I will resist!
You know, it's probably best idea to kill the one that's currently engaged.
I'll cut you wide open!
I'll make short work of this.
We shall overcome. Make every strike count.
Okay, we'll try and take out the ones with the least, the most health. But actually, just take the ones in front of you. Yeah, it's probably best for Darren to start healing. You, unfortunately, need to start casting.
Do not hold back. You've crossed the wrong
Come
mark.
on, Lan.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
The Inheritor, guide my blade! This will leave a bruise.
Okay, go on now, Shay. God damn it, they have such good spell resistance for no fucking reason.
Strike as one. You won't survive me.
Into the fray! Make your peace.
Come on, Arshay. Arshay.
The spirits demand your blood!
I will see to your demise.
Attack! Endure this!
The light, take you! I will resist!
The worst part is I'm still expecting at least one more enemy after this. Like one more like big fight.
Precision
And I'm assuming there's going to be demons involved, honestly.
Make every strike count.
No glory without risk! Prepare yourself!
The drip electric machines seem to be designed for blacksmithing and producing.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ooh.
Can't hide from me. Our path leads on.
Holy writings about the Herald Armade's mortal life and her acts. The pages are decayed, the text now unreadable. It is unknown how this holy book ended up in a place like this.
I will guide us.
Label the arcane emitter.
Godspeed.
What the fuck? I hate this area. I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing. Like...
Missed me already.
I will see this through.
A goat, a lizard, and a human enter a tavern. What'll it be, lamb?
The bartender asks.
I have a weird idea. Huh. The Mage's voice is quiet. Matter of fact, you've demonstrated superior abilities. We are impressed. We greet you, candidate. Who are you? We are Hundred Face, the mind engineer, the alloy of mortal and immortal. We oversee this community. You realize you've seen this face before, the cowl-shrouded visage of the Kelid Flag. We told you, Velg, we told you about this place. The top of Hundred Face's skull has been removed like the others, but the crown he is wearing is much larger and more intricate. Yeah, I know you. True, your revival was planned in accordance with the schedule. Given that the original host body possessed the most advanced functionality, we used it to convince you to come. We are satisfied with the fact you arrived within the scheduled time limits, as you all did previous candidates. The calculations do not require adjustments. The original host's name does not matter, and neither does the history of his existence. We are not what he was, we are long surpassed the limitations of a mortal creature's mind. The singular personality was split in order to achieve complexity of thought. Now we are a collective, we are Hundred Face. Many fancy word, but it's also simple. You used to be human, then you became a monster. That's it. You turned yourself into a machine. True, the exhaustion and deterioration of living tissue reached critical levels. For this purpose, the continuation of function, a number of measures were taken. The decision was considered acceptable. The procedure resulted in the duration of existence being extended by an undefined length of time, which will prove sufficient for the discovery of permanent solutions. Why have you lured me here? The question requires a multi-part response. First, we have been testing our location's deterrent system. The deterrent system has been judged unsatisfactory. Adjustment based on this observation is required. Second, we have been testing you. You have been deemed satisfactory candidate. You will be subjected to the modernization procedure. Third, we have been searching for a fitting specimen as a replacement to lead our field combat unit. Your abilities are deemed extraordinary. The modernization procedure will be modified in order to take the specimen's peculiar properties into account. We are satisfied to the highest degree and are experiencing a state of euphoria. We wish to inform you that you will serve as the leader of our army. What are you doing here? We're conducting the project, implementing the schedule, and gathering an army. While incrementally exchanging countermeasures, we are attracting increasingly more dangerous opponents to absorb their abilities through modernization and amalgamation. The next scheduled phase is to attract a high volume of non-mortal opponents, such as the demon armies of the Worldwound. Chances of victory are adequate. They want to fight the demons, and they turn themselves into monsters that are no better. What is that if a triumph for the abyss, not a triumph for the abyss? How did you convince this chorus to serve you? The manipulative approach was deemed optimal. The specimens were motivated by the promise of assistance. Mistrust was suppressed through the weakening of their identity's basic elements such as hope, religious belief, or ethical limitations. Insubordination was suppressed through internal purges. My, a machine that can lie, scheme and manipulate. It seems that the end of aristocracy is upon us. Who needs counts and barons when this handy mechanism does it all for you? You're just playing with the lives of the others. True, playing a game is the preferred default activity for the most advanced intellects. The mind's purpose is to play and find optimal strategy to achieve a total victory. As you blend more to your will, you cannot comprehend the intricacies of our work. It is highly probable that you assume that the key is the direct cerebral connection. That is an insignificant accomplishment within our project. Our true genius is embodied in the device you are observing at this moment. It collects external thoughts that are translated to generic signs, stored, transformed, and sent back to us as commands. This process is efficient. The cognitive circlet receives the command and compels the body to execute it. It expels all redundant and resistant elements from the specimen's mind. Our device is the pinnacle of scientific thought, a mechanism created by a mortal being, yet it surpasses its creator in every aspect. It is the beginning of a new era, a gateway to the future. It allows us to control our servants. We are holding them at the tip of our thoughts. Our soldiers have forgotten the meaning of fear. We have erased it from their hearts and minds. They have forgotten their lives. Their reclaimed space has been used to store knowledge of combat arts and mastery of Numerian weapons. They know no pain, and their bodies remain obedient to cognitive circuits. No matter the wounds they sustain, until their functionality is lost completely, they will execute the commands. Observe, even psychological death failed to make many of them abandon their posts. Is that not the perfect army? Should you not be bowing before our genius and thanking us for revealing the truth? On these never-before-seen mechanisms, Wedge, how did you obtain them? They were procured in the depths of Numeria. We executed a series of expeditions to the Silver Mount, where we discovered these and many other pieces. Killing noise, a chamber of eternal life, artificial creatures, technology, even Hundred Face, impassive voice, tenses upon uttering the last words. These items were crafted from sky metal. They are not from Golarion. They were created under the light of other stars. The Technic League in Numeria extracts such machines from the ground. They think they can understand their essence and claim them. False. The nations of Golarion are underdeveloped beyond measure compared to the creators of these items, and their failure is therefore assured. Only the device that we assemble is capable of fully grasping the technology. I won't submit to you. False. We will now begin the preparations for modernize. Ow. Dealer.
Rely on me.
Dealer, go over there.
Let us not hesitate. That is quite a discovery. Defeat is not an option.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
I'm glad I didn't actually have to walk all the way up to that. That would have been effort.
Guide my hand.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
Now what is that?
Okay, that's the traps gone.
Do not hold back.
The problem is if this requires lightning, we are fucked. Which it will do because they're augmented. Varian, just shoot them in the back.
I'll make short work of this.
Make your peace.
You won't survive me.
Yeah, 20. Can't attack him. Okay, so we still have it at the moment. We don't have the ability to get it back. Fuck's sake, I... Yeah, this is probably going to be a load and rest.
Into the fray.
Out of my sight.
I will resist.
Endure this.
You know what? Take it, just get over there.
Attack.
Alright, take you.
Prepare yourself.
Make every strike count.
I don't get why she can hit so well, but My boy can't.
You are today's sacrifice.
No glory without risk.
Let's try and bane them. I don't know if they saved again. I think they did, yeah.
You've crossed the wrong
For
mongrel.
fuck's sake, I attacked. I just wanted to speed it up, game.
We shall.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
God, we just fucking suck at killing these apparently.
Make your peace.
You won't survive me.
The light, take you.
Right? Yeah, it didn't hurt her either.
I will resist.
Endure this.
Okay. Come on, Camellia.
Wide open.
Into the fray.
I'll make short work of this.
We can preferably get her on the ground before. There we go. And
Make every strike count.
gonna make sure this guy doesn't get up. Wait. I can't attack him just yet, though. I need to go turn that off.
Desna, guide my hand.
You've crossed the wrong line.
Fuck.
Attack!
Damn, using Sunburst. That's fucking cheap.
The inheritor.
Because in my opinion, it's cheap.
Blade.
Make your peace.
You won't survive me.
How can we get misconcealment when we can see we've got true sight on?
We shall overcome.
The light, take you.
I will resist.
Endure this.
Oh, fuck me. That would use up my last little bit of...
Spirits demand your blood.
Do not
I will figure this out. Thank God I missed, because I just tried to lay on hands my fucking enemy.
Out of my sight!
Prepare yourself.
Make every strike count.
Stand by. Immediate extermination has been considered ineffective. The viability of our host has been compromised. The probability of death is estimated at 100%. The device not ceases operations. We are ready to transfer device control code to you. Die. The device must continue to function. Yeah, just mid-combat, it's going to go cut this guy's throat off. There we go. The device greets your approach with majestically cold indifference. Judging by the sound it makes, it is continuing its frightening and monumental work, even after its owner's death. Destroy the device. To destroy the device does not exist in this world. The device refuses to die. You watch as clouds of metallic dust erupt from its depths and gather around the parts you've damaged, restoring their original condition. You hear a low scalping noise coming from the core of the mechanism, like a giant tossing and turning in its steel cradle, shaken off its sleep. Now that you've attacked the device, it tries to awaken to become more complex in order to protect itself. Without wasting enough moments, you call upon your power and deliver a single unstoppable, deadly blow. It tears the massive crystal from the heart of the depths of the device. The mechanism thrashes around like a beast in agony until at last it goes silent. Cool. Gonna completely ignore him because I have no way of killing him. So, weirdly enough, to fight him would be the stupid. Because yeah, no, I'm just gonna leave. But hopefully that means all the other rooms can now open. There's a room. Oh, there's a room back here. Come on, doing. No? You know what? I don't care. Let's get out of this place, go back to Dresden, and, you know, lick my wounds with my absolute pain on my face, because that sucked.